Hi friends, Rebecca here, the Dragon Librarian from Farmington Community Library, and I'm here with my friend Gala to talk to you about some really great books that I think you might enjoy. Now, like we talked about last week, all this month we're going to be discussing books that have been banned because at the end of this month, the very last week of September, is Banned Books Week, which is so important. So, banned books are books that have, at one point or another, been pulled from libraries or schools because someone didn't approve of the content. Many different books have been banned or challenged for many different reasons, and we're here to talk about a few of those today. The first one is, this book is just absolutely amazing. It's called The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. This book is so timely now more than ever. And what it is about a young girl named Star who kind of lives in two different worlds. The one world is where she actually lives, which is in this poor black neighborhood. But the other world is this really fancy, expensive prep school that she goes to. And she tries to keep both of these worlds separate until a childhood friend of hers is killed, murdered by a police officer. And Star witnesses this. So she's now caught between not only these two worlds, but this horrible decision. What does she do? Does she speak out? How far does she go to pursue the truth and the justice? Because this could hurt her. It could put her in danger. It could put her family in danger. So how far should she go? This book is just, it's absolutely amazing. And obviously, like I said, now more than ever, it's very timely. You know, I've mentioned before that books should be not just mirrors, but they should also be windows. You should be able to read a book and see someone else's life experience. And as a privileged white person, I didn't have any idea how bad the situation was until I read this book, and it put me in Star's shoes. And it gave me just so much empathy for this character and for this story. And again, this is called The Hate You Give. And the reason why it was banned was, one, because it has some language, some language that is not so great, inappropriate, people have said, but also because it causes distrust in the police department. But this is one of those books that I think is really important for everybody to read, no matter what background you come from or where you are in your life. It's an important book to read because it helps you understand things that are going on in this world that you may not have understood before. And it's just an absolutely amazing book. And again, that's called The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. Next, I want to talk about this book, which is called Speak by Laurie Halse Anderson. Speak. Now, this book is about a girl named Melinda who is just starting her freshman year of high school. And she's having a really hard time. The year is off to a horrible start because she was recently at a summer party with all her classmates and friends. And near the end of the party, she ends up calling the police who come to break up the party. So all her friends and classmates are very angry with her for doing this. They think she's just stuck up and that she's, ruined all the people's fun. But you see, there's more to the story. And you learn what's going on as you're reading the book. There's more to the story. And there is a reason why she called the police, because something very bad happened at this party. And you don't know what it is at first. You have to read the book, and as you're reading it, you find out what happened. And this book is amazing because I love the way you find out as you go. You don't get the whole story right away. You find out a little bits and pieces as you're reading. And Melinda, the reason why it's called Speak is because Melinda does not speak for almost this entire book. You hear her thoughts, but she does not speak out loud, not to teachers, not to her parents, not to her classmates, because of this thing that had happened at this party. This book is just, it's absolutely amazing. Again, it's one of those books that I think everybody should read because it's just so important. The reason why it was banned is because there's drinking, there's cursing, and there's sex in this book. But there's a lot of other things in this book too, and they're all very important things, and they're things that everybody should should read about and understand, especially if you're a young person. The thing that I love the most about Laurie Halse Anderson's books is that she writes in such a way that you absolutely feel like you're right there with the characters. You can completely identify with them, no matter what is going on. So I'd like to read just the first couple paragraphs of this book. It is my first morning of high school. I have 7 new notebooks, a skirt I hate, and a stomach ache. The school bus wheezes to my corner. The door opens and I step up. I am the first pickup of the day. The driver pulls away from the curb while I stand in the aisle. Where to sit? I've never been a backseat waste case. If I sit in the middle, a stranger could sit next to me. If I sit in the front, it will make me look like a little kid. But I figure it's the best chance I have to make eye contact with one of my friends, if any of them have decided to talk to me yet. As we go on through the travels and more kids get picked up, the kids behind me laugh so loud, I know they're laughing about me. I can't help myself. I turn around. It's Rachel, surrounded by a bunch of kids wearing clothes that most definitely did not come from the East Side Mall. Rachel, my ex-best friend. She stares at something above my left ear. Words climb up my throat. This was the girl who suffered through brownies with me, who taught me how to swim, who understood about my parents, who didn't make fun of my bedroom. If there's anyone in the entire galaxy I am dying to tell what really happened, it's Rachel. My throat burns. Wow. It's so powerful, right? Even just something so simple as getting a ride in a bus and trying to make eye contact with your friends is just, it just feels so real, like you're right there with Melinda. Well, these are the 2 books I have for you today. I hope they sounded really great. If they did, please feel free to get them from our Farmington Community Library. They are both available there, and you can pick them up during our curbside service hours if you put them on hold. And also, if you want to go into the building, we have that available right now as well. Thanks so much, friends, and have a great rest of the day.